Welcome everybody to the SEO Vault. This is episode 219. Today I'm joined by Sophie and Mark. This is where we are going to analyze the SEO news, break down the chatter in the industry, go over what's currently working in the SERPs, and updates and much, much more. So stick around. Remember, hit that like button, subscribe. You can find us on all your podcasting stations. And with that, let's just jump right into it. Mark, Sophie, how's everyone doing on this splendid day?
Hello. The year.
Excited.
Yes. Christmas is my favorite holiday, can you tell?
Yeah, I like Christmas. Christmas is fun. It's a very stressful time of year though, for sure. Not even just because
stressful if you make it stressful.
Yeah. Okay. That's true. It's very true. I need to do less.
Too many people stress about it. My mom stresses about it.
Is everyone all set for Christmas? Everyone has all their presents wrapped up, ready to go, prepared?
No.
Yes.
Oh, wow. All prepared?
Pretty much, yeah.
Dang.
I was prepared, but me and my wife have this horrible habit of not liking to hold gifts. We just want to give each other things. So, like, by the time Christmas rolls around, we've already gone through like half or 75% of our gifts because we've already given them to each other.
Well, then
I'm
that's
bad at that stuff too.
just the whole month instead of
Yeah, it is. So I
Do your
just
own
bought some
thing.
more gifts last night because I was running low on gifts for Christmas Day.
Gotta stock up.
So I gave her like 2 last night and was like, damn, I only got like a few left.
What?
Yeah.
Will you make it to Christmas? I don't think so.
I can't wait. I'm horrible at waiting. I just want to give people the things and it's fun. So, anyways, yeah, glad to hear everyone's, or at least Mark's ready. Sophie's getting ready.
I'll be ready. We still have 10 days, 11 days.
Big holiday sale coming up too, right?
Yeah.
Is that started? That's starting in a few days, right?
Next Friday.
Well, this Friday when
this Friday.
This coming Friday, yeah. 2 days? Yeah, 2 days.
And potentially our new courses will be in there as bonuses, so check that out. We have 3. I'm not really sure what else will be in the bonuses yet. We have them kind of mapped out.
3 new courses. I do have at least 3 other, 4 other videos for the AI section that I need to do that I was telling you about.
I really like that training. You gave me some ideas on things I could do.
I try to keep it very short and direct on like what I'm using them for, like the specific use case. So, but hopefully if you aren't using it for those exact use cases, you can kind of take that and implement it in whatever else you're trying to do. Because I think most of them were pretty short too, right? I think like the longest one was like 20 minutes. But
yeah, but that one was way more in depth, and you were like generating on the fly, so
yeah, that always gets
just letting it run.
That's right. And then sometimes the AI gets tricky on you, and you gotta try again or be a little more demanding.
Some of the way you were stacking the AI tools together was cool. Like now, I wasn't even ever thinking of that.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many different functionality between tools that just, like, even taking an output from one and putting it in another, you can end up doing a lot of things which is funny too, because I think the last thing I read said, like, in our industry, like in a poll of, I don't know, it was 1,000 people or whatever, but there was like less than 2 or 3% that used like 2 or more AI tools regularly. Which is still very, very small.
Like, well, how much time do you spend looking for tools? Like, how do you find them and things like that? I don't have time for research.
Just the same way I used to always find things in the past where I have a issue or something I want to do or solve. Maybe I need to write a script or, I need whatever it is, I'll go to Google and I'll search, whatever the problem is, tool, AI. I'll search Facebook and just see if there's anything else I could see other people. Literally, just if I have a problem, I'm literally just searching for an AI solution now. And everything labels itself as AI if it's solving a problem and using AI. So it's usually pretty easy to find the products.
You're just going in with that mindset.
I'm going in to solve a problem, though. Like, I don't look for AI products just to test. I did do that in the beginning, but you will go, there's so many shiny objects. And like 80 to 90% of the stuff I did was just wasting time playing around. And again, that's why in the training I try to focus more on like the exact things I'm using it for, because I could do like 20 hours of training on ChatGPT, but you probably will only use 5 or 10% of that like in an agency or, outside of just having fun with your kid or something. So, but I will have some more videos, some more ChatGPT and some other softwares. I mean, honestly, I should do a video. You use it more than I do, but Riverside uses AI to do.
Well, they're releasing more stuff too. The show notes that they have now in the back end, it's improved since the first time that they put out the feature or whenever they originally launched it. Because when I first tested it, it was not good. It didn't make much sense.
Do they timestamp videos in here?
Now they do.
They do, okay.
Now
That was one of the biggest things I liked about Loom that they implemented now, is that Loom timestamps videos, so like for quick communication and stuff, it makes it so much easier to, do a 20-minute video and send it to someone and they can really break it down. But yeah, this does that too now and does the transcribing, which is huge. Transcription was a major industry, especially in our circles, but that's quickly just, I think, gone like overnight.
I wonder what those people are doing for jobs, like new skills.
Using AI to sell content and transcribe things at a cheaper rate. Yeah.
What did the other softwares go over?
I have that social media one that I want to make, which is similar to Riverside. I was playing around with that one some more. I originally didn't do it because it had more features than it used to, so I honestly wasn't familiar with all the updates. That one's similar to Riverside though, where it generates content, videos, schedules out posts, syndicates multiple platforms. And I think that's a big one from a use case perspective. I've seen a lot of people asking for AI for like social media marketing or influencer marketing and those type of tools, which I was actually using ChatGPT for long before, just generating answers or finding answers to things for businesses, projects that I'm working in where we were trying to build authority by answering questions or whatever it is, But yeah, I think that I'm trying to remember the name of it.
Is the social media one Munch? Or are you using a different one?
I think it's a different one. Yeah, I believe it's a different one. That doesn't sound right.
You should try that one too.
Is that the one that's the one we're using, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now I want to watch the videos and see the other ones.
Yeah. So actually I was gonna do a training on that one too. I haven't really used it. I played around with it when you sent it to me that one day, just a little bit. And I didn't want to like upload a ton of videos and stuff because you like are paying per minute. So I didn't want to burn up too much of it playing around, but it looked very similar to the other tool, maybe had some better features. So yeah, I'll definitely look at doing that one as well. Because again, I think that's a big one. Just like social media marketing, there's so much emphasis around like just content creation, but aside from like really, creating just content to like building authority in an industry using AI, it's a lot easier now than it used to be.
Yeah, I'm getting lazy.
Go ahead. Let's take a note there. We'll get Munch on there. So yeah, what else we got going on here? Some major dashboard updates. That's exciting.
Nate's almost done with the Google Analytics and Search Console integrations. I think he's just fine-tuning the data, which will be cool.
Yeah, I mean, that's becoming like a full software product. Like calling it the Web 20 Ranker dashboard is almost not doing it justice at this point.
I've been trying to call it like client management dashboard, but I still don't think that's encompassing enough.
That sounds like a name I'd come up with, Sophie. Just call it what it is. Keep it simple.
Well, for now, Nate could add so many more bells and whistles, and then we have to change the name again.
It's like an agency launch pad, you know? Like it's something like it's getting beefy. I like it. It's something definitely to be impressed by, I feel. So anyways, we should have like email updates or like a list. I know you can follow Mark on Facebook, follow Web20 on Facebook. We've been posting a ton of videos and snippets from the dashboard updates, but yeah, make sure you're following us on there.
There's a whole new section that Nate added that's a little roadmap where you can follow along with what's been completed and then what the future updates are.
That's right. Yes. Yeah. And
that's
I think
the dashboard too.
Yeah, and we were working on implementing like a feature request and voting function as well down the. I don't know if that's. I don't think getting done right away, but yeah, we want to be able to be more transparent and get more feedback from everyone as well. So super exciting stuff. Is the SEO testing library going to be in there, or is that just going to be on our website?
On our website. That's almost done too. We're wrapping
up
adding all the tests. So we have 3.5 years of tests to add, which they just finished, I think, 2020. So, but that was the year, Mike, that you did all those crazy tests with the GBP listing, where you tested like the 30 different listing features or whatever. So there was a lot to break out in that one.
There was a ton of single variable tests that year. I was like literally just testing every little thing I can come across.
But that should be done by the end of the year, I would think. So
that looks really good too.
It's exciting.
It's gonna be way nice to be able to reference and look at those tests and have it organized. Even for us, like to look at what we need to test again and build on top of those and optimize services more.
I have an inkling there's going to be more tests that are correlated that we didn't realize because the data wasn't all in one place.
I believe it. Definitely
already
makes
looking
sense.
at some of the stuff she's adding, I'm like, okay, this should go with this year.
Some of those updates I did too were just updates on like test sites and things that I'm seeing like months later in the current algorithm and things. So like even some of that stuff, if we have places for it now and like you said, can correlate those updates, that'd be very nice.
It's also pretty.
It's very pretty. Mark, as Mark said.
Yes,
it's beautiful.
It's very pretty.
What else we got?
Mad scientist in it. The webinar series.
The webinar.
And then your test updates.
So, yes, yeah. Is there the next webinar that's going to be next year?
Yeah, so it'll be, the dates will be on the landing page. I'll probably do a post about it in an email once we get through the new year. It won't be until February, so I think the first Monday in February is when we have the first one scheduled. So I think
that'll be beautiful as well.
Yeah, so I'll send out an email at the beginning of the year once everyone's through with their Christmas shopping and New Year's celebrations and everything else.
Very nice. And then, yeah, we got some testing updates coming out. I'm starting to get some more tests going. The SERP notes we've been talking a lot about over the past few weeks, and so I decided to finally start testing those. Definitely seeing some interesting stuff. So far, nothing that I could say we could strongly correlate to ranking movement or anything like that. Um, but what's being allowed, what's not being allowed, even what accounts have access to the feature. I've noticed like newer accounts, um, like ones from this year. I just didn't even have the ability to turn it on. So, and we had this, I ran into some issues too with various things that it looks like Google's already probably putting a crackdown on this note just doesn't get posted if you're doing, posting certain things. So that should be an exciting update. And we might have an update this week on press, or it might be the week after. I still want to get a little more data because the press release just went live like 2 days ago, and massive results. We have multiple releases, indexing, ranking for terms, the site's branded for a major brand that, is actually another news station brand, a specific news team that we're now ranking with for our brand name. So yeah, it's definitely exciting. And for anyone who doesn't know, the press services themselves have just gotten a huge update, like the syndication, the platforms we have available. Um, Definitely
Oh
very
yeah,
excited with press.
that shit's pretty too. And it actually has led them to get like really big press opportunities because getting out, them putting themselves out there, and then the people look, it's like, oh, they're on Yahoo Finance and Bloomberg and like these, you know what I mean? What looks to Business Insider, what are like more major publications than your typical run of the mill press. And I mean, it went in like they're on like news station interviews. Like they got like
Mhm.
real, like big news, not like local, like national, like everyone would recognize the news station, like big news interviews. And like I'm not saying it was just because of that, but like it played a role when they're like, hey, let's look at these people's credentials. And I had to make a media page on their website as well. It also helps that what they're talking about in the news is highly, highly relevant to current events, and they're bad motherfuckers. I mean, like they really know, they're subject matter experts. They're decorated people, so I mean that helps too. But I'm not saying it's
Well,
just because of this. Like, hey, if you run one of these press releases, you're going to be on the news, the national news. But like, it was certainly like a big, like, oh wow moment when they started getting all of these additional, additional, and they had all of these like foundational um, placements that then they're like, oh
mhm.
yeah, we're subject matter experts, and it definitely played a role. And then when I saw your update with those actual rankings, it's a lot more tangible. It's like, oh shit, you're actually ranking for like really,
Industry terms, yeah.
yeah, like that's what people would search. And I didn't look up the search volume yet, but I mean, I have to imagine it's not bad. I mean, it's like two word keywords highly relevant to the keywords that fucking people search when they're looking up those type of things. I know because I used to look up stuff like that in my younger day, 2 years ago or a year
Very
back in
young.
the day. But no, incredible, man. Emily did a freaking amazing job over there. Like
Well,
we
that's
have
I
like
was
100 new news sites too. You guys know that, right? There's like 100 new, which I don't even think are built into the reports yet. So like if you ordered a press release like in the last like I forget when it happened. We'll have to get those dates, but like there's like 100 bonus sites nobody that's not getting reported on. But I mean, there's like 100 additional sites. She's on calls with like major news wires. She's been working with the engineering team to migrate everything into the dash. Like there's been a huge investment made over the years into like real wire technology where we're like, and Emily's on in meetings and shit with like major
rocking it
news
up.
wires, getting them built into our system. It's just very impressive. So kudos to her. I wish I could take credit, but between that and then like Mike's rankings and stuff, it's really the product's like vaulting into a new space, and I'm really proud of it and proud of everyone involved.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Emily, we were even talking about the fact because I got picked up, just the PR got picked up by some like niche news sites and more relevant to the industry. and we were talking about the reporting, and she was like, we can report like all the listings, but you actually got a bunch that like we don't guarantee. You just got them because they were picked up by
Mm-hmm.
other news channels. So it's like figuring out how do we report those is even something that we're thinking about. How do you report on stuff that we're not promising but delivering? You know what I mean? It's pretty awesome.
It's really cool. So we're gonna keep testing some of that stuff. Emily came back with findings today. Mike has a bunch of rankings we were talking about, and I mean, it's like I said. I think the last thing she said, dude, she kind of, how do you say? She kind of like punked us up. She's like, "Oh, I'm gonna be on a call with this network, this news wire." It's like, sorry, didn't mean to
That
bother you.
sounds
No, I'm just
exciting.
kidding. Yeah, I mean, she's really rocking it. Like, so there were only one direction to continue to go. She's working really hard. Her team's great. So beautiful stuff.
Awesome stuff. So yeah, watch out for the mad scientist updates.
Maybe the next one will have, maybe before the end of the year, we'll have an update with a new format in the library.
It's going to be pretty, I hear.
Yeah.
It's pretty.
It's
Dude,
pretty.
one of my favorite things is, so you guys, it'll always be, you can access it for free, but you need to have an account. You need to be logged in because we're taking your email. You get all the tests for free. We're going to get your email, right? Like, let's just be upfront about this transaction. Like, we have to get the email out of it. And even like the little like content locker scientist, just so cool. I'm a simple man. I enjoy simple things. But the team did great. And by team I mean everyone involved with the initial meetings with you guys and Jake and all the work he did, and then the work of the the designers and getting that the PSDs to HTML, CSS, and then Jake's work and you guys checking the shit and continuing the test. Like, the mad scientist is alive and well. Only one direction to go for that too. That's super exciting. So
very exciting. Excited about the new tests, especially some of the stuff you were talking about earlier. Yeah, there's
that's an accidental
little accidental test.
A little, yeah, which sometimes are the best ones.
What does Bob Ross call little happy accidents? What, his words, not mine.
This is true. Definitely some happy accidents happening.
Describes 2 out of my 3 kids.
Oh, very nice. So, with that, we got any exciting news this week? Not really, honestly.
No.
I feel like since we don't have news, we could talk more about the webinar. You guys feel a little victimized that you guys just kind of blew right by it.
That was your chance to step up. What do you mean?
Yeah, Mark just stepped in and
you gotta claim the stage.
I mean, you said it was all in your head.
Okay, now you're making me say. Okay, hold on. I feel like you're making me. You know what just happened in my head since you said that? It reminded me of that interview. I forget what platform it was on. Oh shit! But it was Kanye West, and he was like, "I am Walt Disney." Do you remember that? He's like, I forget. Remember, I am Rembrandt. Walt Disney. Like, it made me seem like this crazy. Like, I had the whole thing in my head. Like, man, it was bad. It wasn't a good thing that just happened there. I'm just kidding. But no, seriously, the new Webby is. God, man, it is all in my head. I should have thought this out a little more. It's
I know nothing besides the title.
It's
Listen. Do you think people went to Walt Disney when he? No, I'm just kidding. When he was stealing folk tales.
You want to be one of the greats.
Yeah, you got to steal some old shit here. No, so the only thing that's scaring me is how we keep it to one webinar.
Well, it's full.
And I mean the topic. the specific topic.
I mean,
Yeah, like
okay,
this
this
first
content
maybe.
optimization is the word I think Mark used as
Well, you
like
could
the
still do in
encompass.
two, maybe like a base foundation and then a
Actually,
follow up.
no. Mark called it next gen content optimization. I apologize. I
Dude,
got that wrong.
it's a soon-to-be patent pending proprietary process.
Soon to be patent pending TM.
Listen, I didn't I didn't file the provisional patent yet because as soon as you start marketing something as patent pending, like you have to mature that patent or like they will screw like dude, you can be at a point where they'll never let you patent it.
Mm-hmm.
Like because they don't want dorks going and being like, hey, this
Just
is
holding
patent
it.
pending and just renewing a provisional patent forever. But I'm not kidding when I say like there's like we're probably gonna like provisionally patent like 2 or 3 things here. But like I want to not like the skill. It's the tech that we're using to do it. But obviously, if we would do that, I mean, we'd still hook everyone up with the tech and shit. Like it's. But I'm gonna be a pretentious bastard and potentially file a provisional patent for at least one of these things. But essentially, yeah, next gen of content optimization, going through and just it's something we've been testing internally for a while. As you guys know, we've been building technology internally for years to do this. Yeah, it's one of my laugh about privately. Um, it's just thinking we've been like building this for years, but we're finally at a point of testing like the strategy and adding to it, and it's been getting great results. And we're also using the strategy to update the on page here at Web 20. So it's not like some like that's the whole goal of why we do this shit. Like if we can make our packages better, deliver results. So um it's kind of a lot of good things. So we'll see some mad scientist updates and content from it. We'll talk about it in the Webby and majorly in depth. I still feel like a lot of the advanced optimization and on page, and I'm just bunny earing all of that, like bunny quoting the whole shit. Like so much of it is convoluted. I checked some of it out. It's bleh. It's just it seems like a lot of people explaining concepts they don't understand. And you have some good stuff. You check our last episode with Simon, where he goes to like entities. You have a lot of good guys like that out there explaining it at a more digestible level and whatnot. But you know, I'm just excited to show people like, hey, here's what this shit is in action instead of these hyper abstract concepts that just exist in patents, and people share a patent and then talk about the patent in a kind of wonky way they don't truly understand. It's like I just want to show you guys how to do it on the page, and you know, taking something from an abstract like patent that's like really dense and you know kind of confusing, saying like here's how we implement it and here's the result. So that's where I want our product to be, which we're working on changing, and that will be the theme of our first Q1 free training. And I'm very excited for it. A good preface for that training might be to check out. Did we release that content planning I did, or was that special for another occasion? Or was that
Ooh.
just content?
The one all about the data.
Yeah, I think that
Yeah.
was content.
Yeah, it's in the training page.
On it's like a blog post or something, right?
No, it's like a 2 parts maybe.
In the dashboard training?
No, it's just like a shorter one. I mean, it's still the videos themselves are longer, but it's not as many sections. Like how yours is like 10 or 12, and this one's probably going to move in there eventually based on some stuff we talked about today, but for now it's in the training page. Just because when we launched it, the course section of the dashboard wasn't ready yet. Like that all got built out by Nate because of the bonuses for the year end or the Black Friday sale. And
but now Nate just built it. It's a custom LMS for house and bonus.
Whipped it out in a few days.
So now we have to fill. But that'd be a good precursor. Check that out.
Is that clicking on my end, or is that? Do you hear that
No,
too,
I think it's
Sophie?
Mark.
Okay,
It's never me, guys.
Mark was
Now it's
breaking up.
going. Now it's gone though.
Yeah, now
I
it's gone. The
always get
second I said
accused.
something.
I always get accused of the most heinous things, and it's just never.
When you were talking about that on-page optimization stuff, I had like flashbacks to like my first on-page training that was like, put your keyword in the meta title, put it in the meta description, put it in the H1, put it in the first 100 words in the first paragraph, put it in the last 100 words. And I was thinking, man, on-page training used to be a lot more simple than it is
Well,
today.
now that Mike just spoiled all my training, you guys got it right here. Guess there goes our Webby. No, yeah, for sure, man. I'm excited for that. I wanted to not breeze over that so much just because that'll be fun,
important.
and we have a lot of data, to back it up, which I think is really important, as opposed to just, hey, watch over my shoulder as I, do a bunch of SEO theory that is widely accepted, and some of it might be a little different than what you've seen, but kind of, and this is just going to be like, wow. And that is wabow, spelled W-A-B. No, I don't. But it's gonna be like wabow. Like here's
Some of
the.
that stuff, even if you know it, it's good to be reminded. Because I felt very like, I don't want to say attacked, but I'm like, damn, I'm not doing a lot of this anymore, and I should be.
Attacked by yourself? Or by the
Yeah.
training?
No, not attacked. But like, when someone's saying something and you're like, feel like they're speaking to you.
Oh,
Like,
yeah, you're like, man, I should be doing
because it's
that.
when you have more on your plate, you just all
Yeah,
those things, all the data things just fall out the window. It's like,
it's focus. Yeah, it's harder to focus and think about the simple things when you're all over.
but it's a great training. I think it's only
So-
like 2 hours. Is it 2 or 3 hours in all? Do you
What
remember, Mark?
training? Which one?
Your content one.
Probably an hour or
It's
two.
pretty
I don't
long.
know.
I was surprised when I was doing the videos how long you maintained one stream of consciousness for. I can't do more than like 10-minute long video.
What did you say to me, Sophie?
You have to talk the whole time when you're recording. It's like you just can't have a break to think.
But maintaining that strain of consciousness for that long.
Like when you're just talking over and over, like because you're just by yourself when you're doing a training. You're taking this the total wrong way. I just mean I can't talk for that long.
Sophie, we're not gonna get into details, but you've been saying some heinous shit today, and then we're you know what I mean, and we'll keep it here. But like you've been really hurting. You've been having violent words today.
No.
Good. That's fun. Fun times. I'm happy Mark's been able to maintain a stream of consciousness during this vault so far.
Viosa did a training video that was 1 hour and 16 minutes for her local SEO audit one. One video that was that long. And she made sense the whole time.
The longer the videos are, the easier to make them longer it is. Like, I'll just keep rambling and going, yeah. I gotta be really focused to do
After
a
like
quick...
minute 30, I just start like talking about random things that don't fit together.
That's what she meant about stream of consciousness.
That is what I meant.
Yeah.
Mark's just taking it the wrong way.
Very thick-skinned, Sophie. Very thick-skinned.
Do we have much else to talk about? There's not really much.
Yeah, more. Not too much. The review update. Google update finished rolling out. I haven't really seen too much about that.
The review one?
Yeah, the review update. I haven't heard much. I mean, I've heard people talking about the SERPs being a little crazy and volatile over the past week. I was looking at, I think SEM Rush volatility tracker thing the other day, and it looks like it's been a little rocky, but yeah. I honestly haven't. I don't do much in the area that I think most of my sites would be affected by the review update, especially in local. I don't know if anyone else has seen major shakeups in local from the review update, but yeah, it's not really something I've experienced.
Me neither. It's no snippets. I don't think this other stuff is even really news.
Yeah, it's not even. Yeah.
We have we have two huge announcements. We are adding additional work into the GBP campaigns. We're rolling out test groups now. By the time you guys see this, we will have already started work on the first test group. It's starting 4 days ago. Look at that. It's starting 4 days ago to exist in this state of superposition for when the sales in 2 days, these tests started 4 days ago. It's beautiful. Well, not tests, but we're rolling out to segments of current campaigns. Every campaign's going to get it. It's something we've been testing a very long time. We'll release more information about it as we roll it out, but please be patient there, as anyone who has a current campaign with us, we're including it with no upsell. I'm not sure which levels of campaigns it's going to be included in for no additional charge in our packages now. Maybe all of them, maybe not. We need to see just the economies of scale as we roll this out for hundreds of campaigns. But that's exciting, very exciting. And we have more shit for the GBP thing specifically, but this is rolling out now, 4 days ago. And then the SEO, the managed SEO has been completely. Every month has been revamped. That's been rolling out. And we'll have a big write-up with case studies on the new implementation and the effect it's had on rankings. So that's exciting as well. I figured I'd add that in there. It's pretty big product updates. And like I said, we're working on page. That's not ready to be rolled out quite yet, but we are about that as well. It's close. We have a lot of data. We're running clients in it. It's just to get everything rolled out to Web 20 is another bear. There's a lot of campaigns here and a lot of people to train up, but the data's in, and we are ready to rock and roll, as the cool kids say.
Cool kids.
Ooh.
I don't know what the
Those
cool
will be
kids
on
say
new
anymore.
campaigns too,
Yes,
Mark
Yep.
or Mike.
that is going to be
Yes,
the
sorry.
standard.
Yeah. Now, again, I'm not sure if it's going to be all campaigns, and I need to make sure we can do it and do it proper on the smallest campaign for GBP anyway. But for managed SEO, like, all campaigns have been completely gutted and redone, all the way to like how we onboard to the things we're doing.
That's a huge piece, actually, that Lasha spent a lot of time on and testing and looking at stuff.
Yeah. So that's pretty exciting. I mean, we've all, like I said, we've been kicking ass trying to turn operations into just something where we're just delivering better results more in a more repeatable fashion. This is a good way to put it. So I'm super stoked for that, and everyone's kind of been kicking ass on it. So it's exciting to see the stuff roll out.
And it's exciting. It's done before the year-end sale.
Well, yeah.
It's gonna be a strong year next year, that's for sure.
Year of the Dragon, my friend.
Is it really?
It is. And that's for me.
You're
that's
a dragon?
it. I'm a dragon.
I think I'm a dog.
I think the year of the dog is ending.
I don't know what I am.
The dragon's like the coolest one.
The dog's done. The dog's out. The dog had its time, Sophie.
I am a dog.
It's okay. Dragons are cool though, man.
Yeah, but you're not compatible with the dog, Mark.
They also don't exist.
Well, you want to know what it says about a dog? Loyal and honest. So I think I'm living in my dogness. What year were you born?
I don't know about 88.
Where were you born, Mike?
87.
Oof.
You're a
old
rabbit.
Head over here.
I'm a rabbit. I think I remember hearing that once before.
You're sensitive and kind.
Sounds like me.
We're compatible animals.
The rabbit and the dog? They don't sound very compatible.
Yeah.
Dude, what the fuck? I've watched my dog kill rabbits. Yeah.
Okay, Mark, do you know what year Nate was born?
88. He's a dragon.
He's a dragon too?
Oh, they're both dragons.
Yeah, he's like a couple months younger than me.
Make him do a personality quiz.
Next, we'll do our horoscopes.
I read something that those aren't even real. They're not even real because the solar system has changed since they were developed.
Really? Oh shit!
Yeah, the whole thing shifted.
Man.
I'm pretty sure there's supposed to be like 13 signs now rather than 12 or something. I don't know.
Does that make me like part rabbit, part dragon now?
I don't know.
All I do know is when there's a full moon, like crazy things do happen to me. I'm trying to think of what happened to me last full moon, but it was not.
You go out and party when there's full moons?
Not even just partying, just like at my house, like a fall and something wrong. Like the chances of it happening are 0.0001. When was the last full moon?
Dude, honestly, I know we like to joke around about this stuff, but last time was a full moon, I turned into a werewolf and battled vampires. So I think Sophie might have a point here.
November 27th, Monday.
Last full moon, Mark showed up to my house in a werewolf costume and called me a vampire and tried to kill me.
He tried to find Mike and his wife.
So I agree, weird shit happens on full moons.
I haven't heard Mark laugh like this in a while.
Fuck! That was funny.
Oh, wow.
Oh no.
The last full moon was when I lost my wallet in Colorado the day before I was supposed to fly out.
Really pales in comparison to my werewolf story, but
that happens every full moon.
Every year, every few months, every month.
Just this hairy shirtless dude banging on Mike's door, like,
come on, you blood-sucking demon.
Oh man.
Funny story how Mark and me met. Wow.
Oh man, that was
fun.
good. That was too good.
Yeah. Good times on the vault. We could probably close it down unless we got something
We
else.
almost should.
Yeah, we
Let's see.
should. We've been
We'll
on
definitely get.
a call for almost 3.5 hours, including our call before this.
We're not gonna get better content than what just happened. And I'll tell you, it's almost, look, I don't say this ever, but if we don't clip that for social media sharing, then our marketing's just off point. So
I need to
I'll
get
make a
back
thumbnail
into
for it.
doing the bloopers and stuff. I was cutting a couple of them out, but I don't know. It's a lot of work editing videos.
It is.
Those courses took it out of me.
What? You mean you putting the courses in we had to make took it out of you?
Just like, because you have to listen to the same thing. Like, if you're cutting out what someone said, you have to listen to the same, like, fucking 2 seconds over and over and over until that little whatever is gone.
I'm just teasing, Sophie. I know I say way too much. I'd make a lot of work for you. I'm just picking.
No, that's not what I was editing. It was more like things like maybe we shouldn't say, or that didn't make sense.
Censoring you.
It's not about you. Okay. I censored all of you a little. The reasons are not why.
You're like communist China. What are you doing?
No, it's not that bad.
I trust you. I do it. I'm sure you did it for the good of our public image. So.
Censorship for the greater good. That's usually what it's for, isn't it?
Well, okay, so they were also all sick. So they were like coughing and stuff into the microphone, and I had my headphones on, so it'd be like, and it'd be really loud.
Who was doing this, Mike? Were you sick, Mike? Were you coughing into the? I wasn't doing that shit.
You were definitely sick too, and so was Viosa.
I wasn't sick.
We were just doing it in the morning.
Sick.
You kept coughing really loud and being like, "I'm sorry."
Me? Oh my god, I don't even remember that. Dude, that's impossible. Really?
Oh man.
That's why I'm saying I don't like doing the long videos, because you forget what you say. Short and sweet.
All right, so if you enjoyed this episode, we'd appreciate it if you take a moment, leave a review. You can find us on all your favorite podcasting platforms. We'd love to hear your feedback. Remember, hit that like button, smash the follow, and we will see you next week on the SEO Vault. Bye.
Bye.